Hail, brothers and sisters! My name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome, at long last, to Season 2 of The Last Door. Now, before I start this series, I have some thanks to go out to a young lady named Britt, who very kindly gifted me this on Steam. So, with that in mind, this whole series of Series 2 is dedicated to you, Britt. Thank you very much. It is massively appreciated, and I am thoroughly looking forward to playing through this for myself. So let's get started with a new game. Previously on The Last Door. I think I did one of these in the last episode of the last series, didn't I? Jeremiah Devitt, alerted by the suicide and mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search for the memories of his past that he had lost. Devitt discovered that in school he had taken part in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the Eye of the Bird. During his search, he was inoculated with the drug they had used back then. The serum made Devitt's mind travel for a few hours to the dreamlike realm of the Veil. There he met his old classmate, Alexandra Dupre. Have I pronounced that right? Alexandra Dupre? I don't know. Dupre, who urged Devitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the Bird. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. He travelled to Dupre's house, where he had discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond. Finally, Devitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again in the Veil, and together they walked through the last door, entering a world forbidden to human eyes. Devitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried by his patient's disappearance and strange visions, had sought the help of his colleague, Professor Johann Kaufmann, an expert in the occult. Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufmann found a disturbing returned letter in which Anthony had tried to warn Alexander Dupre of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours. Now we pick up the story. They are coming. Okay. Hello. What are we doing over here? None of us could prepare for this. Oh, I've got to board up all the windows and doors, have I? The visions, screaming, were merely a warning. And now, it is too late. No, I'm boarding everything up. You leave me alone. They are coming. Ooh, okay. We are back to the glorious introduction music. Ooh, I am looking forward to this. It's going to be good. So I'm assuming we're taking the role of Dr. Wakefield for this one, seeing as Jeremiah has already gone over to the other side. Last night, I had the nightmare again. But this time it was different. This time he talked to me. Okay, we are in game. Let's have a look around. It was the same unknown street, void of any sound and life. I walked aimlessly, as if I were lost. Anything to do with this building? Then I could hear it. The broken tromping on the wet cobblestones. The familiar sound of approaching, limping footsteps. Okay. Who goes there? Ah, hello. Who might you be? Then, as before, he stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something. This time he spoke. Give me back what he took. Nothing else. Give me back what he took. Okay, what did he take, and who is it? No. I've fallen asleep again. What time is it? Good question. What time is it? I'll make it about 9:25. Dawn already. It is time. Oh, you must be in a different time zone to me then, I think. Oh, okay, we're off. Are we off for a meeting or something? It was several months since Kaufman and I had found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. A letter never sent, with a cryptic warning of what would happen if a certain door were opened. It bore only the name of the addressee, Alexandra Dupre. We felt sure Dupre was the key to finding my patient and friend Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances. Troubled by the death of his friend Anthony, Devitt had vanished, visited the school of his childhood, and had never been seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns, and warned that I should conduct any investigations with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research, though his thoughts and methods remained a secret. In his last letter, he requested that I visit the East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexandra had been institutionalized there for many years. I was asked to confirm this by hypothesis and, if proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. Okay, so we are off to a lunatic asylum. Is this going to be as bad as Outlast? I hope not. Oh, that's where East Hill is. Whether or not that's a genuine place in London, I don't know. Maybe I should go and look one day. I don't know. Episode 1, The Playwright. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do with this is, as I was doing with the last series, I'm going to record like kind of half-hour-ish chunks and see if that's going to be enough to kind of get my way through this. But fingers crossed this will just be one decent continuous series and it won't cause too many problems. So this is the East Hill Lunatic Asylum. I hope I can find information on Alexandra Dupre here. So do I. Let's have a look at everything. That's a sign. Good. Is there anything in here? Oh, no, I can just... Oh, right, okay, so I'm presumably going to be actually travelling around London. That's going to be quite cool. Let's go and talk to this kid. What can you tell me about this building? The asylum? Oh, I've never been inside, and hope I never will. It's full of crazies, you know. Have you seen anything unusual around here? No, but maybe if you bought a newspaper. Okay. Sneaky little businessman. You're the one who trained Alan Sugar, aren't you? Alright, good morning, boy. Will you give me a newspaper? Yes, sir, it's 6p. I'm afraid I don't have 6p. Can you make a change for a shilling? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't, sir. But you know where to find me if you have the coins. Okay, so I need to go and find 6p from somewhere. About the asylum? Maybe if you bought a newspaper? Alright, you little shit, I'll be back. Let's go and check inside. What can we find around here? What's over this side? Before I go venturing off too far. What's all this? Hello, sir. A few cardboard sheets lie on the bench. Each shows a perfectly symmetric design in black ink. Your work? Ah, yes, a lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character. I beg your pardon? The light. It makes everything look different. You see, light touches things, soaks into them, and changes their nature. It makes them shimmer or makes them die. Do you live here in the hospital? I do indeed. My family is a generous benefactor to Easthill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of appreciating my art. Or any art for that matter. They mistake it for insanity. Well, what are you drawing here? I am not just drawing, my friend. I am trying to feel the light, to translate its power to the surface of the paper. Those animals don't like it, though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. They take my drawings, and they study them, and they laugh, because my eyes can see the light, and theirs are blind. But someday everyone will understand. You know, I'm kind of wondering whether or not they might have been right in putting you in here. Who are they? The ones who take your art away? Ha! Those foolish caretakers. They hide behind a big mirror, where they think themselves safe, and they look at me. They observe me. They even take notes. You have some curious drawings there right beside you. Oh, you mean these? They're the only art that makes any sense here. The doctors use them to cajole some patients into revealing secret inner truths. I won't return them to the doctors until they've returned the art they've stolen from me. Okay, so... Oh, right, okay. Have you got some, like, Rorschach drawings or something? Presumably I have to find your drawings, give them to you, and I can get those. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know one Alexander Dupre? The name does not ring a bell. I've not been here long, though. You should ask the other patients. They might be able to help you. Some have been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here. Well, I might do that. Would you happen to know where your drawings are now? I suspect they are somewhere in the archive, since I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days now, but Miss Riswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole a key from one of those guards. You're a doctor. Surely you could gain entry. If you could recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you. Okay, I must go. Have a nice day. Look, you seem fairly well balanced for somebody in here. I'm not entirely sure on whether you should be here or not. Okay, that is a door to a secure ward. Presumably, I'm not going to be able to get through there. Yet. Give me time. Give me time, I'll make my way in. After hours and hours of wandering around, clicking on absolutely everything because I don't know what to do next. Yay! Adventure games! Ooh. Feels a bit dead in here, doesn't it? Are you the cause of this? Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I am a psychiatrist.
Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you.
What do you mean you lack experts?
Every year we get less funding from the Crown. First the doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course.
Well, I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexander Dupre. Did you perchance ever meet him?
Alexander Dupre? Yes, there was one with a foreign name. I remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry that I can't remember much. There have been so many people here, it is hard to keep track.
Have you worked here for long?
Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, and the isolation. The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what is happening in the world anymore, but we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients?
May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I am looking for, Mr. Dupre.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organised.
Oh, wonderful. Right, what's around here that I can look at anyway? A bookshelf. Nothing of interest there. What's this door? Ah, those are the archives. Right. So now I need to find some way to distract you. What's up here?
This must be the recreational wing, where patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupre while he was institutionalized.
Yes, maybe we could.
A man wearing a worn-out military uniform, lost in God knows what thoughts.
Are you going to be some sort of ex-army chap who's gone a bit loopy in his old age? I'm assuming so. The only problem with doing all these really talky videos is that your throat gets worn out a little bit. But let's go and talk to this general or whatever.
Excuse me, sir. I could not help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army?
Leave me alone. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself.
Okay.
Sir?
Leave me alone. I'm just a coward.
Alright. I'll leave you to it.
Who's this over here? Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. The rumbling.
She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you been living here for long? Madam, if I may persist?
Have you been living here for long? The rumbling.
Okay, I get the feeling I'm not really going to get much out of this woman.
I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. An eyeless gaze.
Okay, she's starting to get a little bit weird.
I'm looking for a man that you may have met. His name is Alexander Dupre.
Okay. Sorry, madam.
What a strong reaction upon hearing Mr. Dupre's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? You. Good morning. I am a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I am looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupre.
I am sorry, sir. I have never heard that name before.
Maybe I could ask one of your senior colleagues? Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about this former patient?
Well, you could ask Miss Riswell at the entrance hall. She has been here for years, maybe for too long. You know, we caretakers live here with the patients, and we are not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. Life can get to you if you don't take proper care. I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics.
Okay. The asylum is quite big, but I can't help noticing there aren't many patients around.
Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it is true that there are not many patients at present, but there are even fewer of us caretakers now. We're only 3 for the whole hospital. For what I've been told, in the old times the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. A complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown's support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving, and this is what remains.
Well, thank you in any case. I will leave you to work in peace.
Okay, not particularly helpful then. What's through here? Okay, some weird mirrored room. Thin piece of metal holding the window open. Okay! Hello? I have found a coin. Is that a 6pence? Yes, half a shilling. Good, I can go and buy me a newspaper.
Dark as the room is now, I can see through the false mirror. There is a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face.
I try to think what's been done to him. But I don't know. If you'll all excuse me, I'm going to go and buy a newspaper. Alright, you little squirt. Here, have 6pence.
I would like a newspaper. 6pence, is it? About the asylum. Alright. You know there are always voices coming from the place at night. Crying, singing, and the inhabitants cursing like damned souls. That's the usual. This night was different. It was all silent, I tell you. Not a single noise in the whole street. I looked at the madhouse and saw all of the windows black, no lights. Everybody asleep in that place? Now that's strange. Then I heard it. It was a scream like no other I've ever heard. Not of a man or a woman, but of a devil from hell. That is very curious indeed. Thank you for telling me. Sure.
Well, goodbye, boy.
Goodbye, sir.
A polite young chap you are. Okay, so can I give this newspaper to, was it Miss Riswell, I think her name was? Lady at the front? Let's give you this.
Why, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are.
Can I now sneak past and get into here? I can! Aha! Simple newspaper distraction is successful! This is the hospital archive, where a record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupre was really committed at East Hill, his file should be here somewhere. So I have to sift through everything, do I? Okay. Right, anywhere on here? Ah, I found him! Alexander Dupre, room 108A. All the files are missing. It is as if they have been torn out. Only a little piece of paper remains with an address written on it. Paul Street 26. Could that be where Alexander Dupre lived before he was committed to this hospital? Paul Street. I should follow this new lead and see if it takes me somewhere useful. Wait, I wasn't quite done. I know I can go to Paul Street now, but I don't want to. I've still got to find those bloody drawings. Oh, okay. I'm back. Right. Metal locker. Seized objects. Okay. Thank you. Personal effects. Probably sent in by the patient's families but deemed unsafe by the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper, carelessly bound, bearing the drawings and paintings of a troubled mind. I wonder who these could belong to. Is that everything I need from in here? I think it is. Let's go outside and give them to the old chap who was sitting out with the Rorschach drawings. Maybe I can get them from him. Okay, I have your drawings. Would you like them back? Here. Are these your drawings? Great wonder, they're back. Someday they will understand light and shape as I understand them. Thank you, friend. If you want, take these cardboard sheets. Thanks to you, I have no more need of them. What are these? Large symmetrical patch of ink in the middle. Yes, Rorschach drawings. Ooh. Okay, what do I see in that? I see a bottle opener for wine. And sort of a butterfly as well. Kind of. Okay, that one's a beetle. That one looks like some sort of weird alien sports car. That one is a not-so-happy face. Don't think there's anything else that could have been. Can I use this to get in here? No? Okay. Okay, so my next destination is off to this house. I forget what the address was already. Paul Street or something, I think. Okay, yes. Let's get over there. This is nice and gloomy. Right, I think I'm going to leave this first episode off here. It is nice to get back to this world. I have missed playing The Last Door, and it is really nice to get back to it. So I'm just going to say thank you again to Britt for the gift, and once again, this whole series is dedicated to you. So thank you again. But I'm going to leave this episode off here, and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. You guys, evictions. You didn't pay your rent for the last month. And a year. So I'm afraid we're having to take some drastic measures.